welcome to Young Kids League the One YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe button down below and turn on the bell icon. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section.
Manas fam, umfweni kanabes. If we bambi tulere 05 Ronald, and I told you when we talked on phone this morning, when we knew that the mortuary was surrounded by armed police officers, we were worried for the body. And when the body was being taken, we knew about it. When our lawyers rushed to go and get an interdict, we knew about it. An interdict was sought yesterday, last night, around 22 hours. Your government was saved with that order. They knew that immediately, that order stated that immediately the body was supposed to be retained. They ignored that order. They started cutting up the body from 8:30 this morning to 13:30 this afternoon, with full knowledge of the order from the courts. How can we trust such a government? I want to be very clear. I'm praying day and night. Actually, I'm going on fasting. One way or the other, the UPND has to be removed from power. Zambians must know that they don't have a government which cares for them. And therefore, in August this year, they must be voted out of power. And if it means sleeping in the streets to talk to the Zambians and tell them about the evils that this government is doing, we will do just that. I will contribute to that. I will tell the Zambians all over this country about the evil things that this government is doing. I will do it. Only a person who How do you go and conduct a postmortem without a representative from the family, without a lawyer, without the ADC? Such a person who can condone such is not worth to be born of a woman. That is why when we see people who call themselves leaders, and today I'm going to call them out, when we see Honorable Given Lubinda, we see Honorable Chitalu Chilufia, we see Grefford Monde, we see Chishimba Kambwili, we see Katotobwe. You know, for some time I thought this is a level-headed person, a person educated, a person with a good heart. But after what I heard yesterday and what he's planning, I can see it's just like these others. When I see Mao Sampa, when I see Honorable Munduwili, when I see Harry Kalaba, when I see Fred Membe, when I say KBF, I ask myself, do we have leaders? Why should it take us this long to realize that the only person who can take care of Zambia is Makebi Zulu? All of you, our leaders that I've mentioned here, you are here in Zambia. You are here in Zambia in the comfort of your homes with your families. While Makebi Zulu was suffering yesterday, he slept very late. He has to wake up very early to give an interview to radio stations in America. He has to travel to South Africa at 13 hours today. He has to look for the body of the former president where you guys benefited. You benefited from Edgar Lungu. Iwa Mao Sampa, Iwa Mundubile, na bonse imwe, you benefited from Edgar Lungu. You are in your homes. You are in your homes, probably eating. While Makebi Zulu is walking around in Pretoria looking for the body of the former president. I ask myself, do we even have the opposition in this country? All we see are these selfish people calling themselves leaders. At the end of the day, they get number 1, number 0 for my elections. But somebody who has shown you that he can liberate this country, somebody who has shown you that he can take care of the Zambians, you want to send your stupid surrogates like Lydian Mutambo to insult him. How do you sleep at night? How are you going to sleep tonight? Problems. How are you going to sleep tonight? How are you going to sleep tonight? How are you going to sleep tonight? Knowing that something that every Zambian was scared of has happened today. Given Lubinda, organize convention. Did you expect to win in Given Lubinda? With the people that were surrounding you, people who were so hateful for ECL. Do you want to name them? Do you want me to name them? You expected to win? The structure spoke. They chose Makebi Zulu. And today, you are fighting Makebi Zulu. You guys, you are pretenders. You pretended to love ECL. You never loved him. What I was expecting to see was to see Given Lubinda, Chitaru Chilufia, Katotobwe, Gafford Monde, Chishimba Kamwidi, Mao Sampa in South Africa looking for the body of ECL. But you are here in Zambia and you are fighting the only person who is fighting for a human being. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You sponsor surrogates to cause confusion in the opposition. Whatever you have done, don't involve Zambians in it. We are not your pawns. Whatever agreements you have entered with other people outside this country, don't involve us. Do not involve us. Do not involve us. Sort it out yourselves. If you don't want to unite with Makebi Zulu, we will sacrifice for him. We will go around this country to make sure that he's elected president. Because amongst all of you, I don't see a leader. I don't see a leader. I only see betrayers. You have betrayed Edgar Lungu in his death. You have betrayed Edgar Lungu, who gave you life. You have betrayed him today. They are cutting him up. Imagine where you are seated. If somebody gets a razor blade and they start cutting your body, how would you feel? And that is what has happened to ECL today. Very disappointed with you guys. I want you to understand one thing, my brother Nasfa. No matter how many times your PND is going to win, they will eventually come out of power. They will eventually come out of power. And you should pray. You should pray that whoever will be the president that time, you have a good heart to forgive your leaders who has done what they have done today. And you should pray that some of us will not be alive that time. What has happened today? Only a child of Satan can be happy. Not a child who was born of a woman. What has happened today is an abomination. No normal human being can support what has happened today. But I ask you, my brother, you seem to be mocking us and you seem to be enjoying this. I want to ask you to pray very hard that UPND doesn't come out of power. Because if it comes out of power, and those people who are making these decisions will be alive, I can swear to God, they will never know peace.
Lesa wesu, tule lesa wesu chafina lesa wesu. Mwelesa chafina, mwelesa. He's saying cutting the body, as if he's saying cutting the fish. Or cutting the chicken. Lesa wesu kutuleni. Mwelesa. Ayo. Alungu wesu. Chinshi mwachulilesi. Ayo. Umuntu kuchula mautuntulu. Na muchitumbi. Shamonapo mchalo. Shamonapo lesa wani. Shamonapo.
And I also condemn Chief Mupezeni. Mupezeni is a coward chief. It's a useless chief. Look at the time HH with the case at reason. Look at the reaction of Chief Mukuni. Alista kwa mwana wakwe. Not even related to him. But ezoshtamanga ni mwana ozibalira. But look at them. Mupezeni is a useless chief. Not even a single word. And Ngalanda, it's against. It's a useless man. Some chief. Anyway.